Rush1n Rascals.
What is up, subs and grubs? My name is Jack Cypher, and today on Rush1n Rascals, we are going to be taking a look at the new tank that has come to the store, the Object 260 Pike. It is a tier 10 collector Russian heavy tank. And of course, one quick comment about the camo, I 100% agree with Droodles. It looks like a bullfrog. It should have been named the Bullfrog. But that's not what today's video is about. We're going to be talking about this tank, how it's weak, how it's strong, how you want to play this, and really, is it worth buying in crates? Now, of course, we are on Rebel's account because that's one of the rascal that got it, and of course, being a rascal, we have the ability to borrow his account. Thank you very much, Rebel. It is not account sharing because he's family. Anyways, so I have played 2 games for you guys today, and these are, of course, realistic battles. Teams are awful in tier 10 for regular battles today, so ping was kind of a pain in the behind for us, but we are still able to get two really good games out. So honestly, super fun tank, but let's get straight into it. What is good, what is bad? Well, we'll start with the good because it's always good to stay positive. DPM sitting right at the edge of 3000 DPM with 2993 running rammer, but a lot of people will run rammer in this tank just to get that little extra boost of DPM right up there, but a good suggestion would actually be to run calibrated. Why do I say this? Because this tank, because of the high DPM gun it has, and even though dispersion is bad, it's really like a 113, which is actually has bad dispersion as well. Fluffed a shot there. But I would highly suggest that you run calibrated in this, just for the fact that the penetration really is not good at 260 for your standard. I'm not going to look at the other ones, but anyways, it's not amazing by any count. With an average damage of 420, it really does work on the mediums a lot. Another upside to this thing is it has an amazing speed. The power to weight ratio and the average speed are absolutely stupendous on this. I don't know exactly what the average speed is, but it can get up to 50 miles per hour, and it is absolutely amazing when trying to relocate or when attempting to flank. And you can see right here how well this DPM worked for us, just shredding the ML2, fluffing that shot because of course the good old ping. Anyways, so we've kind of gotten a basic scenario right now that happens at the C cap. So let's talk about the downsides to this tank. Well, of course, we already talked about the iffy dispersion on this tank, as per usual with heavy in such liking. But another really huge downside is, of course, with that amazing speed that it does have, we have absolutely garbage armor. You, of course, have very troll. These tanks surprised me. I was like, holy cow, that's a lot of people. Anyways, you have very troll side armor, but you have absolutely non-existent frontal armor, very bad turret armor. It's just overall not a good combination. So it makes for a very awkward playstyle when it comes to this tank. Now, I am playing on PC, so when it does look like my turret is rotating in kind of a position it really should not be in, that's because I'm on PC and I'm using the overpowered auto lock. So, of course, knocking out that Sheridan missile, we're going to be able to get 2 clears right here, I believe. We're going to clap this guy right there, and we're going to smack this guy in just a moment. Wow, that was an amazing voice crack. Anyways, but it's going to be down to me in this E50M versus a VK90. Our Tortoise is going to go down very quickly, and we've racked ourselves to 3k damage, almost on the mark, with 4 kills, and there's quite a bit more to be had on this VK. So what we've seen a lot is you have to stay very, very aware, and you will see this in the next game, is you have to be so aware of what is happening in a game, otherwise you are going to get absolutely destroyed, and it is very, very annoying when it comes to playing this tank, trying to fight the very big super heavies like you're going to see. This VK is not the best of players, so you're going to be able to easily see how we can take him out with the amazing help of this E50M. We kind of screw up when the VK comes around and we get in front of him, but it is absolutely okay because we really weren't worried, as for the fact that we knew the VK wasn't that amazing and we had the we had the E50M with us. So all in all, a really fun game. Actually really easy for farming out the damage. But overall, showed you the kind of statistics of how this tank should be played if it's played in a second line support role, and that's honestly where I would put this. 4 kills, almost racking up to that 5k number. Absolutely amazing game by moi. But anyways, we're going to move on to the next replay, which is, again, in the same tank on Naval Frontier. And this game is going to show you a lot about what you need to be doing for map awareness and physical awareness around you, and how you can rack up damage while still being able to win the game for your team. Now, I do want to say, if you did make it to this point in the video, make sure to smash that subscribe button, obliterate the like button, of course. Hit us up in the comments below if you did have any questions, comments, feelings, or hate mail towards this sort of review, or if you want any more kind of tank reviews like this. Now, often is the case when I am playing realistic, I do not remember that I am playing realistic, and so therefore I see a tank that is not highlighted and I hover over it and it highlights, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's how that works. So sometimes at the beginning of games you will see me kind of look like an absolute rar, and that is exactly what is happening right there. Very weird noises coming out of the realistic battle. I think you guys can hear that. If not, you guys are just going to hear some fun music. Could have used HE on this T-57 Heavy, but such is not something to worry about. Now, we already saw it in the game. I don't know if you guys caught it earlier, but there was a T-22 to the right of us, but they have 2 Sheridan missiles, and not being able to use map awareness or highlighters, we cannot easily be able to tell where those Sheridan missiles are. So you will see me constantly moving around the map, not the map, but constantly moving my cursor, getting a lock on whoever is around me, and that is going to play out very well because those Sheridan missiles are going to find us very quickly, trying to farm out the Yag as quickly as possible. And of course we see our first little friend right here, and we get a lock on him. Not gonna pop adrenaline yet, even though that's normally the wisest thing to do. Gonna try and rotate around, so we are only fighting 1 Sheridan missile at a time. If you get double tapped by those things, you're generically gonna get tapped for over 1,000 damage, depending on how lucky they get with rolls. So what we want to do is we want to face right up to him, even though our armor really is going to do nothing for us with a tank that has over 300 heat pen. So all we want to really do right now is use our DPM to the best of our abilities, and honestly that's what we can see. Now, we can't see the Sheridan missile, but we know where he is because he was just in the ACAP. So of course we do get smacked again by the Sheridan missile, but not really too big of an issue. So that is honestly all that really happens in this game, is that's it. The Sheridan missile gets taken out, and we did the best that we could to support our team, get that base cap, get all that farm damage in, and honestly just a really overall good game, especially for realistic. And that's really how you want to play realistic, is very, very aware. And of course, 2 games in a row getting top damage on our team. Absolutely amazing. So my feelings of the tank, it's interesting. Is it an absolutely beautiful, amazing, and overpowered tank? Yeah, absolutely not. Never rely on this thing to be the most overpowered thing in the bunch. Is it worth the money? A lot of people have been getting amazing luck. I know 4 people now, including Rebel, that have bought the $10 pack, and they got the tank out of it, no issue. So honestly, if you want to get the cheap bundle, I think it might be worth it. It's of course a tier 10, so it is a good tank. But my personal thoughts, really good. Not the Russian style, but still an overall really good tank. Any link to this channel, of course, that if you want to hit this up in the Discord, in the email. I think we have Jet's Twitter on here as well. Definitely make sure to go in the description below. But one and all, ladies and gentlemen, subs and grubs, and all you motherless goats in between, my name is Jack Cypher, and I will be seeing you on the next